Hello and
Hi.
welcome to our only July stream because
Yeah.
my vacation started today and I'm going to my parents for some time. I don't know how long. I will probably be most of the July there. My apartment is so hot. Like after they made the renovation to my bathroom and like that radiator or like it's like a towel dryer that's like r- circulating 60 Celsius water inside all the time and I cannot turn it off. uh, like when it was 20 degrees outside, my apartment was 27 and now it's like it has been like 30 outside. So my apartment is like sauna, and yeah, it has been hot. This is the like kind of like the only time this week that I have like full clothes on. Cannot be naked on Twitch, so
Mhm.
but yeah. Uh, Hello, Dave and Fansava and Dekros. Ah, yeah, you had a haircut, but that's kind of old news. Or
Yeah, that's several weeks ago. It's kind of like right before the ending of school day. So it's kind of like 3 weeks ago already.
yeah, so last stream you already had it, but yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
looks nice.
Mm,
I should also get a summer haircut. Um,
yeah.
Hello, OG. Jeff is quiet. Okay, I should turn Jeff up.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, I had an injury today, so I cannot really go to Mikos to have the stream here. So I have to sit in my own apartment. So we communicate on Discord, just like the pandemic time. There's no,
Yeah,
I couldn't say there's no pandemic, but yeah, it's not an issue anymore. But my leg is an issue now.
yeah.
Mm.
I should probably turn up you like from here. Can I do it here?
Mm.
I guess that way. Talk now.
I talk.
Talk.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
speaking. That's
yeah,
better.
yeah. Better, I guess.
Mhm. Okay, awesome.
Or how do you think, chat? Is it better?
Yeah, even to me it sounds different.
Good.
It's good.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So, what else? I got my 23andMe results, and because I don't know, like previously, I didn't know any of my relatives, kinda. So, it's kind of funny that Antti is my fourth cousin,
Okay.
and also two others from Oulu, those co-players that we know. that's that's kind of weird. I don't know like which way. It's probably like very complicated way of relation, but yeah, it would be nice to know like where is this relation coming from because like yeah, I don't know my family at all. We have to call Gene, yeah. And also, one interesting factor was that I'm not 100% Finnish. I'm 0.3% Central Asian.
Android.
Yeah, like somewhere somewhere between like Kazakhstan and Pakistan and somewhere
Mm-hmm.
that that area. That's weird
Yeah.
because like most of the other guys have who have like shared the results. They have said like they are like 100% Finnish or a little bit of like Scandinavian or something like that. But yeah, would be weird if Jay was your fourth cousin. Yeah, that would be weird. Yeah. Hello, Marcel. Um, yeah. Uh, I have like a feeling that most Finns are at least like some way like cousins, because like so far I haven't met anyone who haven't been my cousin who has shared the results. So like I would like to know someone who like would share the results for me, and I would see that okay, he's not my cousin, because that hasn't happened before yet. Yeah, so if you have 23andMe and you want to share the results, we can do that. I randomly asked one from one Twitch channel that I moderate. I asked like them to share the results, and because they were like 40% Finnish, and we were also like fourth cousins or something like that. What? Like some random dude from Twitch is just my fourth cousin. Okay, fine. But yeah, other than that, not much has spent 2 weeks. How about you, Jeff?
Not much. I'm just busy teaching kids. Yeah, I still have the last real life work on Sunday. Yeah, with a Greek kid, and then basically they are all going back to their home. Then I no longer have the work until new school semester start.
Right.
Yeah, nothing special, just teaching kids, and I learned I need to praise them more. Yeah, I always say this doesn't look right. It should be like that. Hey, you can do better than this, and I realized they need some. Hey, you are doing much better than ever before. I realized they will need something like this.
Jeff is still over. Okay. I wonder if I can do it from. Wait, if I could just put from the.
Pretty quiet.
Like it hasn't been like this before, but I guess I can. Wait, where are the participants here? User volume up. Does this help?
Does this help?
Hey, yeah. Now it should be better, right?
That should be better. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just speaking normal. I didn't change anything. A bit. Okay.
Bit better. Like usually Jeff is so loud that like I have to put Jeff down, but like this is surprising. Okay. Maybe I can just put it to 200% and then I get a
200%. Okay.
Yeah. Now it's kind of like full. I cannot do from there. At least I cannot do more.
Okay.
And, from OBS it's kind of like already quite loud. Then I can do also from Windows side. I can put Discord to full, but like okay, this should be better at least at the moment. So
yeah,
let's go with this one. It's kind of like distorted if I do it more. So like.
Okay, hopefully this works. Hopefully.
Yeah, it will be better. It will get louder when Jeff like starts to talk about Go. That usually happens. Like when Jeff says that like he's talking normally, that usually means that like he's talking lower than like when he's talking about Go. That usually happens. That you start to like shout like yeah, this way it goes like da 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 da. Okay. Then usually I have to go it lower. But yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Also, my mic is a lot like well, more sensitive than Jeff's. So.
Yeah, I'm just speaking to this computer.
Yeah, I can reduce my own volume. I already did a little bit, but yeah. We tried what to not break our eardrums. Yeah. Yeah. So should we go to topic of the day? Because
okay, so not much has happened here in Europe. Just at least from my student, look like just some small tournaments. Yeah, nothing big in Europe, but I guess many people has paid attention on the North American Pro qualification.
Yeah.
Yeah, Probably many people have paid attention on that. I paid some attention on that as well because I had a student playing there, but she's already out. Yeah, she's just not. Yeah, I think it's fair to say she's not good enough. She's not ready for this tournament yet. Yeah. But yeah, so actually there's one game ongoing actually earlier when Miko is talking to you, I find the link. So I'm now looking at the game. Okay.
What game?
Yeah, the game that is currently ongoing between Alex G and Eric Yoder.
Yeah. So
Yeah, there's one game.
they're just now like having one game of the like pro qualification there, or like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the best of 3 game 2 here.
How was the first game? I didn't see.
The first game is extremely one-sided, so Alex T kind of got it easily. This game looks much more peaceful and also relatively more balanced. Relatively, I probably prefer white a bit, but not that much.
Is it fast game? Should we look that game or?
That game is very slow. I can tell that game is very slow. Yeah,
okay.
They have a 75 minutes main time and then 1 minute Bayomi 5 times, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I said no because I have actually. Sorry, one moment. Sorry. Yeah, I have before this tournament. I have actually looked into some players in this tournament. If you tell me Eric Yoder eventually will gonna become the second pro, I will be very surprised. I think as my evaluation, Alex Chi is clearly strong. Yeah, Alex Chi is a clearly stronger one. Of course, the one who already has become pro, Kevin Young, he's an even stronger one. Kevin Young, let's say I read the game. Basically, my impression is Kevin Young is definitely better than me. Definitely better than me. Yeah, without a question. Alex Chi, I'm not sure. Yeah, Kevin Young is definitely better than me. Kevin Young will be the one if he's not an American. Imagine he come here to Europe to play the pro qualification. He also make it. Yeah.
So how many pros they have now? Like after this?
I don't know. I'm actually also a little bit surprised that from this tournament they were gonna produce 2 pros. Because I just checked the field. To me, 2 is a little bit too much. Yeah, as my point of view, 2 is a bit too much.
Right.
Of course, Alex G is pretty good. I think Kevin Young should definitely be a pro. Alex G is fine to be a pro. Yeah. That's basically what I can see here. But below them, the field is not strong enough. Yeah, I'm just comparing the North American field in comparison to the European field. Our field is much stronger if we don't count the very top.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I can tell. North America only has 5 pros so far.
5 pros.
In my mind, they have more.
Co-professionals living in North America: Ryan Lee, Andy Liu, Eric Lui, Kang Shenxi, Kaolin San. Those 5. And then there are professionals living in US and Canada. Those are probably like Chinese or.
No, yeah, we only talk about the pros from the North
like
American.
Young and stuff like that.
Yeah. Then those are the Asian pros.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, yeah, not 6.
AGA professionals. Yeah, there's 5, and now there's 6, and well, I guess 7 if they. Have this. So.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like there's more, but actually earlier after counting the name, it sounds about right. Yeah, I can't imagine. Yeah, I can't think about anyone other than the name you have mentioned.
And Dekros said, "Can we talk about Kevin Young?" Sure. Like, I guess we have Kevin's games also.
Yeah, I know that he has a really good performance in the transatlantic, but those are the first games that didn't really get too much of my attention. But before this tournament, I get to read a lot of his games because he's in the same group with my student. Honestly, after I read about the many of his games, I kind of give up because there's absolutely no way my student can beat him, no matter what I'm gonna do. So he's definitely decent. I would even say let's say I'm not sure about between him and Ryan Lee, but he might actually be stronger than any other current North American pro.
Right.
Yeah, that kid. He's playing definitely decent Go. Yeah. So that is what I can say about him. So before the tournament, I already have told my student, we are at the very best fighting for the second place in your group, and I will be very surprised if Kevin Young doesn't become pro. How is that possible? That's impossible. Actually, I'm already a little bit surprised in this tournament he managed to drop a game. To me, that's already impossible. Yeah. Because he's clearly much better than any other player in this tournament. Much better. Yeah, he dropped a game. I can only count it as he was too nervous when he's only one step away to become pro.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, I can only count it that way. Yeah, otherwise his score is clearly better than anyone.
Right. Yeah. Decent Go. Like this guy knows rules and stuff.
Yeah, I would definitely say decent. Yeah. I clearly cannot compete.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Oscar can compete with him. Probably it's difficult.
He dropped the second to last of a very stressful tournament. He might have just been too tired.
Yeah. Just as for his goal, just talking about the goal itself, he's definitely better than anyone, and I wouldn't think about he can lose to anyone. Yeah, but okay, I don't know what's more I can talk about. Yeah, I guess that's all. Yeah, in the future, there will be more about him. I'm pretty sure there will be more. Yeah, luckily I don't need to study about him anymore. Yeah. Oh well, actually, I'm not 100% sure, but at least not for pro qualifications.
It looked he could give a handicap to some of the other players, honestly.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. Very exciting.
Yeah, but I guess we probably should talk about some games and we look into it. And probably not the current ongoing game. Yeah, it is a little bit too slow.
Yeah, we were talking about Kevin, 14-year-old American who just beat Ilya and Artem and Palko and
yeah. After I read his game, no surprising. After I read his game.
Yeah. But yeah, games.
Okay, so which game we should talk about? I mean, okay, so I'm actually on this computer, which actually I do not have many links that I have saved on the other one. So on this computer, if you want me to actually talk about any game, please send the link.
Wait until he's Kevin old. Such a bad joke.
Yeah.
So do we have the links somewhere? I mean, for the tournament. Was it
I'm not sure. Either the tournament or directly the link of the game you want to talk about.
Yeah, so North American Go. Wait. What is NAGF? Which one is that one?
North American Go Federation.
Right. Yeah, that's not tournament. That's just Confederation. Yeah. for the pro qualification games. Okay.
I'm reading the page, but is there any link of a specific game? I just want a link of specific game.
Yeah, you can just post links of games also because
Yeah.
Because most of them are probably on OGS.
Yeah. Okay, this is my suggestion. I want to see this game link. Please suggest like that.
In the news.
Yeah, that is probably much easier because you give me this link. I actually, okay, I finally find the 2 game link, but I don't know if that's what you wanted.
Where are the news here?
The Crazy Ladder game.
Yeah, this is the one. Yeah.
So the Remy one. Okay, Eric Yoder with Remy. Well, before this pairing, I mean, when I see the pairing before the game has started, I thought Remy is the better one. I thought. Yeah. So I'm a little bit surprised that Remy didn't really make it. Although, in my mind, Remy can probably knock out Eric Yoder, but he still cannot compete with Alex G. That was my estimation. But
Yeah.
just talking about their goal, that is.
I kind of forgot that Remy is also pro now. He hasn't been that much like. We haven't talked about that much of Remy. Like.
No. Yeah, he's pretty quiet. I mean, yeah, when he play in Europe, he's a decent player, but I don't think I remember he has achieved anything big.
Wait, why is there like Remy? Is he pro or not?
No.
No? Why is it there like Remy jump and one done pro?
That's just they just write it like that.
But why?
If you look at the current link, both players that is currently in competition is also 1P. That's they
true.
just
Eric
write
is
it
also right. So they just want to have that like. Okay, fine.
Yeah, they just write like this. Yeah, Rib is not a pro.
Yeah, I was like, wait, did I miss something? Like I didn't remember that he's pro.
Yeah, Remy basically entered the last year European Pro qualification. He was in semi-final, and this time in the North American one, he's also in the semi-final. So yeah, he's not a bad player at all. But so far he hasn't achieved anything big yet.
Yeah, right.
Okay, but yeah, doesn't matter. So this is the game we're gonna talk about. Okay, I'm gonna download the game. I think I saw the very end of the game because yesterday I put this game in front of my screen here, but I think I was doing something else. I don't remember what exactly I was doing, but I was doing something else. Yeah. Let's see. Actually, Miko, can you do me a favor? I'm not very familiar about this computer. Okay, I'm sorry. Never mind. Okay, I find it.
Using old computer and doesn't remember how things go. That's very understandable.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, I find it.
The relays had 1B for everyone just for a bit of fun. That's confusing though. Why not put the real rank there? Like that's weird. that's like something like April Fool's kind of thing that like everyone in KGS were 9 dans. 1 year. That has been years ago, but like sounds like that.
Yeah. Sauna.
Oh, by the way, have you eaten KFC yet in Finland?
Oh no, not yet.
Ah, yeah, I
No,
ate.
not yet. You did? It's in
Yeah,
Espoo, right?
yeah, yeah. Just in Sello.
Just in Salo. Okay, I have been to Salo for quite a while already.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
but
then I
Mikko,
guess
you
it's
can drive
also
me.
in Helsinki in Itäkeskus.
Itäkeskus. Hmm. The problem is, yeah, and then I prefer Salo. Salo is easier for me to travel to. Itäkeskus is much harder. Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess third one was somewhere, but that was probably far away,
Yeah,
if I
yeah.
remember correctly.
But Mikko, you can drive me now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was about to order KFC also today, but I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I go here. I have to change the tournament name, and that's what was the tournament again? That's Nordic.
So it's
North
North America professional qualification. That's my best guess. Or anyone has a more official one.
Or let's put like NA, I guess.
Yeah, and NA is good. Yeah, if you put NA, then you can add 22
Alright.
in the end.
Is NA like without the dash or with dash?
I wouldn't write the dash. I wouldn't.
Okay, I will put dot. Without dash, yeah, thank you. Then Dave is not there, so let's change. Eric. Yoder. Because they don't have the ranks, I have to ask.
Yeah,
It's
so anyone
six
can
times
tell
seven
what
down.
are their rank. If I remember correctly, Yoder should be AJ 6 and RXT should be. No, okay, the other one is Remy, huh? Remy, I have no idea.
6, Eric. Or
Yeah, if I remember, Eric Yoder should be AJ 6, but Remy, I have no idea. How strong is Remy in AGA rank?
in AGA rank. Oh.
Or CGA rank? I have no idea. Yeah, I only know he's 6th in Europe.
I mean, we could just put like Europe rank 6 now.
Okay, fine. Okay.
Yeah, I would just put the AGF. Yeah.
Sure, fine. Yeah, we can do like this. All right. Okay. So this game, I heard it is fun. We can check it out and see how it goes. Sure.
Oh yeah, and don't go yet. I have to close this one. I remember this time.
Yeah.
Close the board to put this one. Yes. No, it didn't happen this time.
Okay.
Ah yeah, this is the game. Yeah, it starts like this. Empty board. Grab your popcorn.
Okay. I only saw the very end of the game, so I have no idea how it goes. And I heard there's a letter, so let's see. Okay.
Yeah, I heard this one is epic. I didn't see the game, but heard the story.
But okay, this is game 3.
Yeah.
So basically, the one who loses this game is out from the tournament.
Yeah.
It's first is a lot of pressure. Okay.
Yeah.
I just just try to imagine anyone at that position. That's huge pressure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've now seen more Eric Yoder ladder games than Lee Sedol ones. True.
Yeah, but Eric Yoder is the one who is capable to perform under this kind of pressure because his goal, he doesn't do anything, and he's not afraid about doing something wrong. And
Yeah.
because of this, then that
Brave.
basically means, sorry,
He's brave.
you may say like that, but I mean, you'd better do things right because when you do things, I do anything, and I'm not afraid. Things go slightly wrong, it can be terrible. Yeah, that is probably what happened in the final game. I call the final game the one he's playing against Alex Chi. In the first game, things are going that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that game is basically done at move 60 something. And I just look at it and you tell me this is the pro qualification final. How is that possible? Yeah, that is a game. Yeah, last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, his good part is then basically if let's say under this kind of pressure, he's capable to perform relatively normal. That is actually the good part.
Yeah.
So everybody approach the opponent corner, okay, and nobody answer, okay.
Do we consider this double pincer to Hoshi nowadays like a bad thing, or like I remember at some point it was like that you just shouldn't give that.
No,
But
it's
is it
fine.
anymore? Okay.
It's normal. But of course you can give that. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
that's not a problem. Yeah, I'm never a fan of this kind of corner for white.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
never liked it either. It's weird.
yeah, yeah. This is Joseki, but I never liked this white. It's not
Yeah.
so easy to keep the balance.
Yeah.
Yeah, one can easily over defend or over attack as white here.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to say, so far
Sounds
everything
familiar.
is fine. This one, I'm not sure. Can I do this? Yeah, here. Actually, yeah, this cut is already a little bit surprising.
Yeah. So after that, black can just.
Yeah, let's say here, if I were white, I would just go back to defend.
Yeah.
If I were white, I would go back to defend. Yeah, like this shape is controllable. The
Mm.
honey, the opponent honey, locally the shape is either cut or double honey. But double honey, the liberty and the behind that problem will be strong.
Yeah.
And the cut actually after cut white is supposed to go back anyway, but then is that that cut and tiger exchange is also strange. Okay, so white actually takes a tough way. Actually here, okay, I have to be clear here. I never played this Joseki. Especially I never do like this as white. So yeah, is this actually a Joseki variation according to AI and they are just following Joseki? I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I probably have to mention about this first. There's a chance they are just playing Joseki. But if they are playing Joseki, then I dislike white even more. Now it's very difficult for white to handle.
Yeah, and obvious things happens. Oh, this way. This way.
Yeah, I also thought it should be the other way.
Yeah.
Give us back.
This is a mistake in record.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks. Yeah. I just don't notice. I just noticed. How is that possible in that Atari?
Scriber is trolling us.
No, this is
This
not
Atari.
this Atari is not a mistake in the recording. No, I checked.
Yeah.
How is that possible? Here, Atari from here.
Why? Yeah. Why? I mean,
There's no reason.
just
Black
to help,
only
right?
have two possibilities. Either this squeeze or you run.
Yeah.
They are the only two possibilities.
Yeah.
Actually, my number one question is why black didn't do this.
True.
Because black had the bottom right corner ladder.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting this one.
But at the very least, the black should squeeze, right? I follow black
Yeah,
logic, black
yeah,
should squeeze. Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, if black just runs, it's kind of like broken for white.
Yeah, what's this? This is weird.
So this is just helping.
I guess I'm gonna just continue here because this move make no sense. Sorry to say this, but this move make no sense. I will just move on. Yeah, there's no way I can possibly explain this.
Yeah.
Huh? And what capture?
What? So you get the squeeze anyway.
What about capture? Is this some sort of psychological contest already? Because there's absolutely no reason why don't do this. This one, the only down part is black has a push and then one need to answer. So what?
The order must be wrong, right?
Oh.
He did play there. Order
Oh,
is just
okay,
wrong.
Okay. Then that doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, it must be.
Okay. In
No
that
one,
case,
no one
then
would
the
take
only
there.
question is why black didn't run, because to me black
Yeah.
can run.
Yeah.
Since black has a ladder, so black can run. So basically, if white does this one, then black just squeeze like this. Okay. If this one happens and since black has a ladder, if this push happens, black can do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay,
Yeah, white
I
is
just want to
done.
make sure. Yeah, black does have the ladder. So actually, to me, yeah, this is my biggest question. Why black didn't do this? To me, black can do this. Then this is actually even harder for white.
Yeah.
Mm.
White kind of must just do the squeeze variation.
White
there,
must
but,
do this one,
yeah.
and then it come to this one.
Yeah.
And the black can get this exchange first, then honey and connect.
Yeah.
I don't want to be this white.
Yeah.
In my memory, I have played this white corner Joseki a few times. I lost every single game. Then basically, I told myself I should never play this one. It's very difficult to handle. Yeah.
So yeah, my question about the double approach kind of thing is like that you might not want to give it, but or at least not play this variation.
You can, but don't do this. For example, let me think about it. Yeah, on this board, waiting to double approach. What I'm gonna do?
Yeah, something more simple like just Kosumi.
No, Kosumi is a little bit too heavy. I don't like Kosumi because Kosumi and then he takes the corner. You also that Kosumi shape is a little bit too heavy. So in the future, you have to save.
So the Kosumi is not thing anymore. Like after this just came. That was the.
I mean, it is a move. It is a move, but I don't like it. I'm saying, yeah. And then instead, I'd rather take Keima.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Keima is something relatively easier to handle. I mean, I'd rather take this.
Or did they have? No, they didn't probably have Hoshi by Shushoku time, but yeah.
I like to play those moves exist. Maybe not the best, but I can handle.
Stats played F15 gamer recently too, right? Yeah.
Yeah. This Keima is relatively easier to handle as my point of view about this part corner. And you don't need to actually, how should I say that? Put yourself at the position that I must remember what exactly is the next variation, what is exactly the next move, and what if my opponent knows better than I do. You can be away from that kind of situation.
Yeah, so you should just have basic understanding. So what is the basic understanding here? Like, what should you expect?
So very likely black we're going to attach here if black is tough, and then basically we can expect this kind of cross cut, and then we can expect some sort of trade is happening very soon. So basically you do the both artillery and then you think where to connect. So question is which side do you want? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, normally the side you connect is the side you don't want. Because you connect here, the opponent will gonna answer here, and then you get the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically some shape like this, or if you connect the other one, you're gonna answer this one, and then you'll get this side. I don't like this. I'd rather take the other one. Yeah, this top side that clamp is too annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically this is something you can probably expect after this one. And if you think, okay, so I prefer, yeah, let's say I want to switch the direction and I want to get a better shape, then probably you kept the other one. That, yeah, that's the way to switch direction. Yeah. Yeah, there's several different ways here. So yeah, attachment is not necessarily the one you have to play. And of course, at this point, you cannot choose a letter because you don't have the letter. Yeah, then this is pretty annoying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, basically that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, Miko was earlier asking the question about, do we allow double approach? I don't think that thing itself is a problem. But please never forget, what is the meaning of opening nowadays to us? Open your door towards the next station in which you may like it, you may not like it, you may used to it, you may have a difficulty against it. Yeah, so that's basically, that opens a route for you there. And then you choose the route next. So yeah, let's say you don't necessarily choose the AI best move because that's AI top preference. What is your top preference? That's
Baby
actually our
Simple,
criteria.
thanks for subscribing.
Thanks.
Yeah. So what's your... no, don't follow pros, just... But what is your kind of game? Yeah, play what you are familiar with.
Yeah, definitely do not follow AI top choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, to us, we have many choices. We can be flexible. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, let's continue here. So in the game, we know that black did that squeeze, which is fine. Sorry, so black didn't do this. Black did the squeeze.
Yeah.
I still don't like this white. Even like this, I still don't like this white. So basically, white corner is finished. Basically, not completely, because there's always those kind of co-adi left. Yeah, so it's not 100% clean, but in general, white corner is captured, and white outside is that kind of shape. I still prefer black. I don't like white.
Yeah. Oh.
What?
Why? What do you have to add?
He doesn't. He won it.
Why?
I'm thinking about it. He decent here. Does that mean the corner is dead?
Well, it kind of does, because like you cannot start the go without killing that first.
I thought if it's worth it still. I mean, question is, does it value a move? I doubt it. I wouldn't add a move here. It's territory-wise, it's big, but we are in the early opening.
No, it doesn't even like 100% remove it, because
yeah, it doesn't 100% remove it. Yeah, that is a problem. Yeah. Okay. White got another move. White should be happy. Okay. Oh, black just go for complete territorial. Remy wouldn't like this. Okay.
Another corner. Scriber was 13 and nervous.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So much pressure.
Look at the order. It's funny. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm. Wow, this.
Wait. Black plays this move.
Huh?
I don't understand. Black plays this move?
Yeah, Segu has a good reaction. Conspiracy. Paduk Pam. No, Paduk. Paduk Club.
Auto club.
Wow! 94? Hello! Hello, we are. Well, I am Finnish and Jeff is living in Finland. We are here most Fridays talking about Europe Go, but this time we are looking at North American professional qualification game because we heard that this game had a very nice ladder variation. Thanks for following Hangtown. How was your stream? Can we get the shout out to Paddock Club?
Because I think they were commenting about the final game of
That just ended.
it just ended. Yeah, I just checked it. So there's a lot of congrats to Alex.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome everyone from there. Like, how was the game? Do you want to spoil us?
I guess result is enough that Alex wins. Yeah, in this kind of pro qualification, result is everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Alex wins.
So
Yeah, they have
it's
just finished.
best of three. So, or was it?
Yeah, best of three, but it's already 2-0, so it's done.
Yeah. So it's done. Yeah. So,
Mm.
congrats, Alex.
Okay. Yeah. Let's probably continue here then. Okay. I'm still on this move. Black play this one.
Yeah.
I mean, this. I'm wondering why Black intentionally do this. This one cannot possibly be anything big.
Mm.
I don't understand. To me, this is just a small.
Yeah. Like Sego had a reaction that conspiracy, but I don't know.
I would just say it's very suspicious.
Yeah.
This is kind of like, something weird has happened in real life. Imagine if something similar to this in real life, not in Go, in real life happens, for example, in my school. I would be I will gonna look around and see if it is because some of my kids want to trick me. It's kind of
Yeah.
like that. Because why this one Black intentionally play this move? I
Yeah.
don't see a reasoning. Yeah.
Mm. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just move on.
So this is continue. Yeah.
Mm. Of course, while the attachment is also not so big on this board, consider the
side,
bottom
yeah.
O2 is low. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd rather play on the right.
Yeah.
So Black reaction, what? Okay, normally it should be Black connect here to fight over Sunday. So White cannot really allow this kind of push. Consider the next push is such a broken shape, and so Black get a Sunday. Yeah, normally it should be like this. What is honey? I've never seen honey.
Mm.
What is honey?
It's a move.
And White connect. Okay. White connect might be okay. Yeah, normally here White punishment should be Nobby.
Right.
So then there's the Peabody left.
Traditionally, Eric Yoder's game seemed to be very wattable. Yeah.
Yeah, and that peep is something Black cannot neglect. Yeah, to me, I still say this Nobby should be right. because if black connect here, consider we are not too much worrying about the push and cut. This one should be better than this spot
Yeah,
for white,
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
slightly better. And if black say I'm gonna push, then white can still push and still get the Atari here. So this exchange white clearly benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if if this one and black doesn't answer, for example, this, and then this one is white sunny. Black still need to live. So normally here, that's why we say this honey doesn't exist and white just nobody's the punishment.
Kirpata says similar stuff used to be said about Lee Sedol. If the commentators understood what's going on, he was having a bad game.
Okay.
Nice. So he's the next Lee Sedol playing ladders.
Okay, good. Yeah, good luck with that. This black already has played. I would say at least 3 moves. 3 moves I don't understand, and 2 of them I'm pretty certain they are wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that Nobi at age 15 cannot possibly be right. This honey cannot possibly be right.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of understand Remy. I can explain here for Remy. So normally AB exchange is normal, right? And then CD exchange already benefit white a little bit because it make white outside stronger. And then this E and F exchange is also good for white.
Yeah.
It's just that white could have gotten one more exchange that is good to him and he didn't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And but that one is not even big. So I would say here, this the whole exchange, everything clearly prefer white, like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also white get the biggest
right
spot.
side. Yeah.
Okay, so this time I'm curious. So white lost the game, huh? Yeah. After I see this start. This basically enhanced my impression. White is the better player between the two. After I see the pair, I basically have the judgment. White is the better player in the two. And here I still say white is a better player in two. So how did white lose? Let's see.
With all 3 moves, it feels like black is just aiming to aim at something. Right.
Okay. Yeah, white has a very good point. Black doesn't have the ladder. How dare he do this? Very good point.
Yeah.
I completely agree here. So this is the ladder. Wait. So what is black point?
No.
So what is black point? Let me see.
Something about the shape over there.
So black, we're gonna design from the top left area.
Can we predict it? Because I haven't seen it. It's
design here. How can he possibly get? So he was gonna intentionally die something there to make the ladder work. Here so far I'm with white. To me, white is doing the right thing. Almost all the time. Maybe I don't like his choice on top left corner, but actually I don't know about that Joseki. Maybe white is fine. Okay, I don't understand. So let's see. Yeah, of course we run.
Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of looking at this, but only this one doesn't help, right? He has to also play like H11 or something, then it works. Or this one, yeah. This is crazy.
Sorry for the silence, I'm reading.
Doesn't even work, or does it?
What? I don't get it.
Like that is self.
Yeah.
Has to also get this one.
Yeah, I still don't see it. What?
Why this complicated? He could have just played H11 instead of those 2 last moves.
No, at 11 white will also connect.
Connect where? I mean, before F11.
This one?
Yeah. If you take, it works, right?
I know, but the thing is white cannot be.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, let me see. I still don't see it. White run. Black run, Atari, this one, connect, yeah.
Yeah, still doesn't work.
But what black can Atari here, huh? He's saying. And he didn't do it. What?
You continue the ladder now? That cannot work now. Like,
I don't understand
then
black.
he
Maybe this
asked
is
that.
fun. Maybe this is fun, but once again, to me, this is pretty bad.
I mean, yeah, he continues the ladder. Yeah, commit first. Not like after that he played. That's so twisted. Now, bam. Yay, you got that one.
Yeah, but is this good? This is to me pretty
No.
bad.
Yeah, that's
I know it will gonna come to this, but to me this is pretty bad because
Yeah.
black lost heavily.
Yeah, only to get like that kind of thing on the center because like white got everything else. Isn't it just better to like Atari that one without going in through the ladder?
Yeah, let me see about that. Yeah, if we were at this Atari,
Yeah,
so
just
if we do
Atari.
this one, white will probably
Atari outside?
not be.
Ah.
Yeah, your Atari outside or not, he will gonna take anyway.
Ah.
And yeah, that area white doesn't care, and then basically, I don't know, this one, something like this.
Hmm. Yeah, this looks. I mean, white didn't get that much in the center now. I mean,
In comparison to
Yeah.
this one, I mean, we are doing a comparison, so basically it's like this.
the black has a few more stones around the 10th line, and then white has a lot more everything else.
I
cannot
disagree
see-
with
yeah.
black, but I agree this is fun. If there's anything I agree with black, this is fun. That's the only thing I agree. Otherwise, yeah, other than it is fun, I disagree with black on everything else. Yeah, but you know, this is something I want you to think about it.
Mm.
This is a pro qualification game. This is the third game, best of 3 third game. The one who loses this game is out. And Eric Yoder can play it. Will anyone else play this?
Yeah.
Good or bad? I'm just saying, to me, this is clearly bad, but black is very relaxed.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. He doesn't care or like too much.
Yeah, black is pretty relaxed. To me, this is far more important than Go itself.
But the record white doesn't get the right just capturing in the center. Doesn't get the right just capturing in the center. Ah, yeah, well, in this one, the right.
Yeah, white doesn't get it right, but the thing is, the bottom white kind of black basically make white bottom kind of like maximum.
Yeah,
of course, white didn't get it right, but the bottom is almost maximum now.
And it's not like right is good for black. It's just, yeah.
Maybe black can be happy for one thing. I mean, black has the right to say, see, I already know this thing will gonna happen. So I kill your, my dad will kill you that good completely.
Ah, so that one.
Maybe he can be proud of that. Yeah. So this might be the only thing black can be proud of.
Yeah,
Mm.
that was the conspiracy, huh?
Mm.
I don't know if Black is relaxed as much as his nerves make him press the gas even harder. You'd have to ask him, right?
That I don't know either because I don't know him in person. Of course. So basically, everything I'm talking about here is speculation. Of course, it is speculation, but that was my question I asked. Here, this kind of variation, this kind of trade, nobody knows exactly how good or how bad it is. And this is actually a pro qualification. It's such a game that is very much under pressure. I'm wondering, can anyone else do this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is actually what I'm saying here, and that is actually my where my assumption is from. So I can see that he's very relaxed. It's kind of even like he never expected he can become a pro. Either he never expected he can become pro, or he's very sure he is pro anyway. One way or the other.
Yeah, the attitude.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he's strong at tournaments kinda because he's
Mm.
like having this kind of attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on
Thanks for
here.
following, Kirpata.
Thanks. Mm.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I would say the same as last time I commented about the ladder game. This is strongly not recommended.
yeah, don't do this at home.
Yeah, yeah, strongly not recommended.
Mm.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah. So
How to continue from here? So okay, if so, look like it's the right side or the bottom. They are both very big. It's the right side
yeah.
or the bottom.
And I cannot figure out like how Black will win this game.
Let me think. Right side or the bottom.
I'd probably
They are
take
both
right
one
side.
more thing. Probably the right side because bottom you might survive.
Yeah, and you can kind of like reduce it
Yeah, I'm
anyway,
saying
even
I
if White does
bet
something.
white they're not hunting H2. I guess white they're not hunting H2. So if white can only jump, well then that territory is not that big. Yeah, so my choice
Yeah.
will be the right side. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Black choose neither.
Well, it's me. I just do my own thing. I don't care.
Okay. And white chose the bottom.
Is this kind of like a honey badger style? Doesn't care.
White chose the bottom. To me, right side is probably bigger, but yeah, that's Remy. Right side is not so easy to choose. For example, white chose this one, it kills, but then there can be some annoying stuff in the future. Like, for example, when black come over here, it's not that big.
Yeah.
And if white play something more like this, it take away that problem, but Remy may worry about, okay, do I really kill it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that is actually the case here. So he chose the safe one.
Neither the right nor bottom are
But
as
when
big
he
as
chose the safe one, bottom is definitely not so big because black will immediately take J2. Okay, black still take this.
Yeah, the top is kind of big. When you remember that the white group is dead, so yeah. That is true. M12 after P13.
White plays this one.
It's white. Yeah, well, nice elephant. As far as I'm concerned, M11 is was the only move to consider after the ladder. M11. Ah,
Mm.
so to keep that one big. Hmm. It is quite sizable top side.
Okay, yeah. So if I were white, I will go in. Okay, okay. Sorry, I was earlier roughly counting.
Yeah, so you need to reduce the center or the top
Yeah,
side.
let's say to me here, black top side. Yeah, black last 2K must surprise me is mainly because those 2K doesn't close the door, but the last move is big. The
Yeah,
last move
yeah,
is definitely big. So
yeah,
yeah, let's say at the last moment we need to winner. Otherwise, yeah, those moves can be big.
yeah.
So white play here, kind of saying black can close the door and he has enough. I doubt it.
Mm.
Yeah, because yeah, we can't let black get the last move there. Mm.
Yep.
Mm. Yeah, so basically now black closes the door.
Yeah. So white is just trying to win by points, but as we know the result, it wasn't enough, I guess.
I'm not sure if this is enough because black closed the door there.
Yeah.
Like yeah, close the door in the maximum way.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Got everything from there.
So
So
just play
not just
endgame.
play endgame. This is a weird game. They had one ladder and then it's just like nothing else.
Yeah, that's all expected. Yeah, the rest is just endgame.
Yeah.
I don't call this kind of game interesting. This game just one thing happened.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's just one thing. Nothing else.
So black wins like this, right?
Yeah, I guess so then.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I still want to go back to that move. This one, to me, white needs to go in one way or the other.
They don't have the result written there, but yeah. I guess black won.
I know in the end black won the game.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
By punch. J3 was a mistake.
Mm.
Oh. Go is hard, but go is fun.
Mm.
Yeah. Should be at M11 or M12. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I see. Yeah. The center is like surprisingly big. But it's a good question that Jeff is asking here if this moment is enough to reduce.
Yeah, I mean, in theory, center, let's say our theory about center is not big, is mainly because center cannot be closed by one move.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
yeah, that's the basis of the theory. But if the door is closed, then it can be big. And that is why I agree with White that I will let black play this move, but then we need to go in.
Mm.
Yeah,
Can black
otherwise it is big.
Can black keep after that most of it anyway, or?
Shape wise is challenging because there's that kind of shape there. Shape wise is challenging if black want to keep it. Black cannot. I don't think it's right that black try to keep it. Black need to be offensive.
Mm.
And then the question is how much white can destroy black there, and how much white right side will be destroyed.
Yeah, so that will be mutual destruction.
Yeah, it has to be like that because black cannot really just go back and defend.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, so I still would want to say here, this jump I'm not sure, but I do agree with White that the center is not anything urgent. However, this moment it is.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, in the game, White basically simplified everything. I'm not sure if he has counted. Yeah,
Yeah,
earlier, yeah, this move I'm surprised because basically after White play this move, we can count. And then I roughly counted. To me, that's not possible.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm.
So how big was the margin in the end?
I forgot. Okay, anyone can tell us who is the what is the margin in the end? I forgot. I only know that Black kind of win comfortably. Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, I would expect so.
Yeah, the border in the end is not a big difference to the one we looked at.
Yeah, score is better, doesn't say.
6.5.
6.5. Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, I remember it's a comfortable margin.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So only one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I entire game only one thing here. I'm not sure if this is considered as anything fun.
It's
Yeah, this
exactly
is
the
like
part at 012.
yeah, this is like
Yeah,
in your entire life, there's only one work that is done.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this is fun.
Yeah.
Mm.
AGA counting, right?
Mm.
Yeah, AGA is weird, kind of like adding moves. I mean, kind of like a Chinese counting, but not.
I don't know how AJ count it. Yeah, it's in my mind it's same as the Chinese. In my mind.
Yeah.
But okay, I'm still thinking about this trade. So okay, basically Black run here. So
Right.
Black push, White answer, Black run, and White answer, and then this is the one moment. White answer, and then he does that all the way.
What about just nose without changing those two?
Which one? Sorry. You mean this one?
Yeah, without even that G12.
This one White wouldn't answer. This one, yeah, because too cheap. This one White definitely wouldn't answer.
Then you can kind of like also escape, but that doesn't do much. Yeah, right.
Mm.
You have to feed the pig.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I need to answer some because here I keep reading some comments. It's like that. Okay. I still should come back here.
Game
I
is
still want
done
to.
for White after the ladder.
Yeah. This is what I should say here. The graph doesn't know how people is thinking. And if I comment to you about this game, I look at AI. This move is bad move. AI said it dropped 2 points. Then why am I talking about it? And here, I just, I kind of ignored, many things you have talked about AI is mainly because I'm looking at this game from human point of view, and I'm telling here, basically, as I can see from human point of view, what should happen, and your graph doesn't matter, because if White has played this one, the graph will be reshaped completely, because here Black cannot defend. This is what I'm trying to say here. So yeah, let's say if Black is that awesome, that Black has done one thing right, and then he just has decided the game, why he didn't become pro?
But
Because that thing shouldn't decide the game.
So
that's what I'm trying to say. And so yeah, that is what I read roughly some comments. As soon as I noticed that kind of comment, it's probably about AI point. I chose to ignore it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But did
Because
AI,
let's say.
Did AI say anything about like how to handle that ladder? Then, if it's that way that like in AI's point of view, this is done for white after the ladder.
It might give black the lead. I'm not sure about that, but there's no way it is done for white. It's never is done for to human. If it is done, it's done for AI.
Yeah,
It's
sure,
never
sure,
done to
sure,
human.
sure,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. Anything can happen in human games, but like, I was just interested, like, how would AI then like handle this one if the mistakes happen in the ladder? Because there must be something that AI can do.
Yeah, that's why I'm actually thinking about this very moment here.
Yeah.
Yeah, can white do better? Either around this moment, because here black is asking for that dumpling. It is big, but is that bigger than the whole bottom right area situation?
Yeah.
This kind of thing is always a trade.
Hello, chaos.
But if that happens, it's not one.
One crazy thing would be that you don't do anything. You just.
But here, this is okay. We can actually talk about here in Go what is the best for white. As I can see about under this kind of tournament atmosphere, especially consider this a third game, white cannot do better. Because here, think about it. If you are in this tournament, black push here. Will you say, I'm gonna Tanuki and let black actually get this much?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, you wouldn't do that. You want to actually keep the thing inside your pocket as long as you can see that here, I can do and keep the ladder still work to me. Everybody will gonna do like this.
Yeah, especially because the ladder seemed to work for you, and it did.
Yeah.
So, like, how would you react to that?
So I think here, let's say in this game, as I can see about, let's say within my understanding about Go, and also I imagine those strong students, what they can do, I think white cannot do better.
Yeah, like who would think like that? Like, ladder works for you. Is it good? Like, of course it is. Like, no one would actually do this and run the ladder and like think that it's not good for you.
Yeah, and also let's say to black, you may say black did it brilliantly. Black is also cornered because he can only choose about either to play all the ladder and make the trade, or not to play all the ladder to make the trade. That's the only thing he can choose. But either way, he need to make a trade happen.
Yeah.
So eventually it will be a trade. Does he know this is good to him? I don't think so. He just played it because he has to do it. He's out of option.
Yeah.
And in case if you say AI said, okay, here he did it brilliantly, he turned it around, he's lucky. That's it.
Yeah, kinda.
And that is why I kept saying this kind of thing is not recommended.
Yeah. It's not like you are Lee Sedol and you can actually figure out like and even that game, like that pros like sometimes play this one, like Asian pros. It's probably that they also made some mistake and like they just tried to turn the game over, not like they planned it.
Yeah, okay. Actually, I don't have more to say on this. Yeah, as I can see here, consider this is actually such a competitive game. I don't blame white. White didn't do anything.
Yeah.
If white has done anything wrong, this move is a little bit suspicious, but I can only choose between this one and the right side. Okay? And then this is the moment. White, this is the move to be blamed. This one. Yeah, because this one, he has to count it and see if it is good. Because like this, basically both territory, the door is closed. And then there's a number.
M12 instead of J3. Did we discuss it already? Well, we were thinking about like we should do something on the right side, but we actually didn't like come up with anything. So could we just quickly go and see?
I mean, this one, once again, normally as the way we understand Go, because here between those two stones, black cannot really fix the gap with one move.
Yes.
Yeah, therefore it is very reasonable white choice is between the bottom and the right. You may well look at AI and say, next move, AI said it has to be the center. Keep saying it. Keep saying it. It doesn't matter. Because next time, if you say, I know this move has to be the center because the AI told me so in your own game, you're awesome. But I don't think you can do it. If you are capable to do that, you are pro.
Could there be some kind of like a move that is sent against the center stones for white?
Sorry?
Like because chat is suggesting like M12. Could that be some kind of like a move that tries to save the center stones? That it
No, because there's this cutting point, so there's no way you can save it. Those stones are dead anyway.
Yeah, but like if you play center now, like M12 or something, like could that be like you're trying
Yeah.
at least save something there?
No, that's what I'm trying to say here. Even if you play this one, you are not saving those stones. You save those 3 stones, doesn't make sense.
I mean, this is M11. They were saying about M12. M12 area is the top side is bigger than bottom.
M12.
Okay, so it's just reducing more than building yourself. Just because the top side is bigger, right? Or because I was thinking like after M12 you have like at least some kind of continuation that like you can kind of like threaten to save the stones and reduce even more. So that could be like going quite far inside the black's territory.
Okay, I'm teaching Go here. All right.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not teaching AI here. Anyone want to teach AI? Yeah, I want to teach other people about. I think I understand AI fully, and therefore I'm trying to explain AI, and then you can think like AI. That's a different topic. I'm teaching Go here.
I was just thinking from human perspective, like M12.
Yeah, from a human perspective, top side or the center. Top side is black. Okay, top side is black because you wouldn't invade the top side. We are talking about the top center area, and top center area, those 2 stones are this distance away. There's no one move you can actually seal this area. Therefore, this area in theory shouldn't be the biggest.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, yeah, that is a theory, and I'm following the theory. And if you say you have a theory for M12, and that is that is actually a Go theory I've never heard about. Well, then you should teach me, but I've never heard about it.
Okay.
This is not my logic. This is the Go theory. Okay. I'm telling you, this is the Go theory.
Okay, so like that was just always asking for that song. It wasn't AI. It was just his idea. He was asking that earlier in the chat. That wasn't anything about AI. He was asking.
I have explained about those 2 songs. The gap there.
Sure. Yeah. We explained it. We don't have to go back there. You made it very clear. Yeah. We can move on. Sorry. We don't want to annoy you more. just move on.
I mean, I don't know what more I can say because they keep asking about this one, and what's more I can say.
Yeah, we were just trying to understand what's wrong with the M12. Yeah. Let's move on.
It's not about Telegraph Go. This is not about Go game or non-Go game. I'm talking to you here without an AI put outside of me. All right, and so I'm telling you about how I understand it here, and you keep telling me AI says the other way around. So what can I say? Yeah, if you want to know about AI opinion, then you shouldn't come to my channel. You can just open an AI and say, so this move is right, do it. That move is right, do it. Then why? What are we talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know what we should talk about. I already have given my opinion and I have given my reasoning already. And I have also told you the source. So basically, it's like you have written a paper or you written a thesis here. So what is the source is from?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have also written my reference. What's more I can say? Yeah.
Yeah. Understood.
Yeah.
It is very clear. We can now move on.
Yeah.
So should we have a break now and then decide the next game while you eat? Because I guess you are having a lunch.
Well, I'm not sure.
Or do you eat? Because Yeah.
I'm probably gonna eat a little bit of cake, and that should be good enough. Yeah, because it's different from Leonard and yours.
Yeah, I was thinking about the same thing, Bruno. um,
Yeah, sure. Okay, we can take a short break. Sure.
yeah, so we are going to go to a 3-minute break. I will show you the compilation of last year, and then we come back and see some other game. So don't go anywhere.
What?
My life, nothing special. I just had some interesting time with bird in the past few nights. And then several birds come over and they basically speak to me and lead me the way. And
What?
Good description of us. Mikko is some random dude. Oh, Jeff is some strong random dude.
Decent, capture, and haha, you're not alive as a whole.
Together they are funny random dudes.
This is not fun.
I was the kid who wanted to have candy,
Okay.
and then you were like, no. We just had candy yesterday, like a train, like choo-choo.
You build a tree in your yard. Why is that?
Problem, officer? You have to build like 2 walls and a hat.
I'm a strong man. I'm the best in the world. And
You take it or go home and sleep.
huh?
Can you hear the music here? The music is basically one tone. Not alive, not alive.
Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
Oh my god.
Born to be one.
Du hast mich gefragt. Du hast mich gefragt.
Yeah, but
Donation goal going on. Donation for Antti.
we can do this, huh?
Yeah, it's there. Go Jam, hype. We have a special guest, Antti Törmänen, famous from Do You Want to Be a Millionaire question in Finland.
What is the meaning of life? I'm not a strong chess player or anything.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
even know that much about chess. What? I have no idea what's going on here. Cockroach is not living, it's not dying.
I think there's some cool story, huh?
Definitely some ghost story.
Coast story.
The ghost story.
Scary?
Ooh.
You only take down the edge, so the main cake remain.
When you cannot get all of the cake, but you want to get as much as possible, then you just grab it from the middle.
Yeah, exactly. Don't go from the edge.
Just take a spoon and like stick right in the middle and just start eating.
Just for our viewers, when Auntie said realistically, that has nothing to do with this game.
Just this? I'm just.
Cut me, please.
Huh?
And he does. Just do it. But those cartridges were amazing. Do you have the 5? Or do you have to resign?
Do you want to happily lose a game or sadly win a game?
Oh my god.
Oh no. And 5 first?
No, come on. What? Oh gosh.
Like, yeah, delicious is normal, right?
Yeah,
that's not-
delicious. Yeah.
Very.
Delicious.
So I would say it's extremely delicious.
I think even the Japanese say it's just oishi, oishi.
What is the opposite then?
The taste is fine.
Disgusting. This Portuguese is disgusting. Where's my pizza? Yeah, where's the pizza? I checked my pizza behind the door. It wasn't still there. We talked about AI. We talked about food. My pizza which didn't come.
I don't know how you managed to have a lot of fun.
It annoys me that there's a fruit fly and I bet it knows. It knows that I'm doing something that I cannot kill it.
It's dead, huh?
Got it. And we are back. Thank you.
Love the highlights.
Thank you, Hangtown. Yeah, I love the highlights myself too. Like, yeah, I love making them, and I love also watching them. It's kind of like somehow I don't get tired of them, even though it's my own content. But yeah, they're fun. Thank you. Jeff is eating cake, I guess he said. Yeah, I love Donkey Kong Country. That was the my childhood's game. We had a Super Nintendo, and we bought it as used console. It already had some games. We had like Donkey Kong Country. Then we had like a Street Fighter 2, and it was the only game that they finally like took off from us. Like they hit the game, and I guess it's already like put to trash or something. I don't have the game anymore. Like we have the console still, it works, but we don't have the Street Fighter anymore. The reason was that like it made us like shout and be aggressive. I mean, yeah, it is a fighting game, but like, come on, like I was shouting at as much to like Mario and those like other like hard level games and stuff like that. I was very like a passionate gamer as a child. I guess I still am, but like I know how to handle my emotions a little bit better now. But yeah, no more Street Fighter for us. Maybe we can hide the Go board from Jeff. Oh yeah, we can do that, but it's also probably on Jeff's Jeff's side. But yeah, Jeff had a good point on the thing, like the M12. It was just a misunderstanding of like of that being an AI question or not, because like after all we are commenting games on human perspective, and like that's why we don't use usually AI too much, so we just skip on the questions, and it just gets sometimes annoyed of like too many questions about AI. But yeah, how is the summer going on? Is it too hot there? And like, do you have any plans? Are you going to Congress? Are you going to TwitchCon? What are you going to do? I am going to my parents. I just my vacation just started, and I'm going to be kind of the whole July in at my parents' place, and just eating the food there and relaxing. I was asked many times to go to Congress or TwitchCon, but I said both that I am not going to go there because, well, many things still happening in the world that like affect the events so that they are not as they are normal. I would like to go, but like I'm delaying my like attending to events still for the reasons that. Like Congress is still a small event. It's kind of like what 300 people or something.
No,
because,
it's more like 350.
Yeah, but still it's not back to normal. So
No.
yeah.
Normal should be at least 600, right?
Yeah. So I
Nowhere
would
near
love
it.
to. I would love to go, but like if there is any year that I wouldn't go, probably this year is still good. Because, yeah. I just had like two renovations. I would like to save some money, so this year would be a good year to save.
But if we say, let's say if 600 is normal and now we are at 350, maybe eventually 400. Where is the difference on the 200? I would say the far majority is actually the let's say the Asian players from China or from Japan. Actually, most of the European players will go anyway.
Yeah, that's
most
true.
of them.
That's true. But still, like, I wouldn't know like when the prices were like decent that I could go. I had to make the decision already like months ago. So yeah, now it's too late. Now it's way too expensive for me.
Oh, Decros. I had two. Yeah, but he was asking what I'm eating.
Yeah.
Waffles. Yeah, I had 2 pieces of waffle plus okay, I put it here. Mana.
Yeah. Somebody ordered mana just told in Discord, in NGD Discord.
Oh yeah, and I heard some negative comment about.
I mean, yeah, Segu is the only person that I know that doesn't like it. So.
Yeah, why Segu doesn't like it? I don't get it.
I guess it was the texture, because like I understand, like I don't like some textures. Like I like mushrooms usually because the texture is so like squeezy, and like what is it like? Is it I don't think other countries has it. It's kind of like a cheese in Finland. That is also like similar texture. It makes sounds when you eat it. I don't like that. They're like kind of like a gum or something. It's I don't like the texture if it's that kind of thing. So like some textures are not just like they don't feel good. So like I understand the point, but I do like mana myself. The texture for me is not like a deal breaker. So
Yeah, at home to eat mana is not either.
yeah, it's a lot easier. It's not even meant to be like anything too like delicious or like I wouldn't be like yeah, let's go hang out together and like eat mana like have some celebration. No, that's not that kind of food. It's just something to like skip your meal.
But okay, yeah, we can probably decide the second game already. Yeah, this doesn't need to be a long break because I eat mana.
Right. Yeah. So next game from the same tournament, or if you have any other games from anywhere else, just chat
Yeah.
so we can talk about it. The first game system was Atari with the circle controller, and the game was Pong. Nice. Yeah, I've seen many videos of it, like Angry Video Game Nerd or such. I haven't seen the console myself or playing with that. Or actually, I might have played it in some museum. But yeah, so Telegraphico nominated Remy versus Telegraphico. Ooh, that's interesting.
Telegraph want to nominate his own game with Remy. Okay. I mean, I don't mind to talk about the Remy game because Remy is half European, half North American, kind of like that. So it's actually a good balance.
Telegraphico is also like half European because he's always on our channel and like watching European games.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Okay. You second that vote?
Nice.
Okay, just to be fair, do we have any other suggestions? Just to be fair.
Yeah.
If people in general, nobody want to suggest anything else, we're gonna go.
If you have anything against this, speak now or silence forever.
Yeah. Not necessarily against, but for your own choice. Yeah.
Yeah, so any other game from, for example, Nordic, why I'm saying Nordic all the time, North American professional qualification. Nordic professional qualification would be nice, like a Finnish and Swedish and Norwegians and Denmark. The Danish people had their own professional league.
Okay, we are too good. Yeah, we are not anywhere near it.
Okay, let's do it. We already have like only votes for.
Okay, games. In that case, please, Telegraphico, do you have a link of the game or SGF? Either.
Yeah, either. If you have SGF, you can put it in Discord.
Yeah. But it was not broadcast.
Yeah, you can put it to like.
Then put it to Discord. Yes.
Yeah, you can put it to Discord.
Well, this Telegraph, can you don't send me to me private, can you post it to the Miko channel?
If you are there. I guess you are. Or...
Oh well, okay. It's fine. He sent it to me the SGF anyway. Okay, let me see. Yeah, he sent it to me already.
Well, then you can just download it from there, I guess.
Okay, I will just download it.
Yeah. Who's stronger, Kevin or Antti? Well, I guess. I mean, it's very hard to say because like they haven't played.
Time
each
setting.
other.
Yeah, time setting. Which country you're gonna play at? Who need to actually endure the jet lag? You know, there's all those questions to be answered.
Oh, he did put it to
He did?
our Discord also now.
Okay. But yeah, I have downloaded the game because he already sent it to me.
Yeah, but
so,
yeah, okay. So everyone, if you want to follow the game and
Yeah, so you can actually have the game
yeah,
yourself
have
already.
the
Yeah,
game,
but
so
okay.
you can follow them from Discord. Thanks for joining for that telegraph call. You weren't even in our Discord and you just joined for that. Thank you.
Oh, okay. So he Telegraph wasn't our okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Miko, you can join me now. In Sauna, I believe I did it right. Yep.
I had thought your Discord link was for NGD this whole time. Yeah. Many people do this mistake. Like they think that I'm kind of like an NGD member or something, or like leader or teacher or whatever. Like no, I just advertise NGD a lot. Like yeah.
I don't think Antti has recently played against any Western.
Yeah, it's so very, very hard to compare Antti with any Western because he hasn't played.
First, he hasn't played. The second, you know, I hope you understand. Gradually, when we come to strong players, yeah, the stronger the players are, you know, when we say they are really strong, the difference is actually pretty small there. And then you say who is stronger. You change the rules just slightly, it actually impacts them a lot. Yeah, so for example, I take that question. I mean, for example, yeah, in Europe, we have this kind of question. If Antti play against Ilya, who wins? I have to ask, where they were going to play? In Moscow, then Ilya is the advantage. In Tokyo, Antti is the advantage. Then, yeah, that question has to be answered. That's number one. Second, if we say 1 hour Maytime plus Beoyami, Ilya is probably the advantage. You make it 3 hours plus Beoyami, Antti is the advantage. Yeah, those kind of rule you change a little bit. It actually changes a lot because it's about who is more used to it.
Do you want to fix it? See what I did there?
Yeah, what Siku said is also true that I don't think Nihon Kim will gonna allow him to play unless he just come over and play a casual game, for example, in a park. I guess that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say here is, as I can see, for example, taking Antti and Ilya, as an example, I know Ilya, and I know Antti very well, and I know them both very well. Probably I know Antti more, but Ilya, I don't know how many games I have read about him. The strength is very close, and so it is highly about those kind of so where they were gonna play the jet lag factor and then the time setting factor. And for example, you're gonna play best of 5, or it is just one single game. You know, and the circumstances, that let's say they all matter.
Yeah.
I guess if you, for example, put them into like that kind of whole nimble final like circumstances, they play 2 days, the Antti is in a great advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, in general, I think that the longer time setting it is, and the better circumstances it is, the more Antti is the advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just what kind of games they play, because Westerns are used to Western kind of games and like time settings and everything, and those kind of stuff matter a lot. So it's very difficult to answer the question between those who is just better. Let's say we can also take a historical question back to here. For example, everyone say Shin Lin Xiu is better.
Yeah, you put Shinjin to play against Go Second, is he better? I'm not 100% sure because they play each other. They probably need to play those kind of those kind of time setting game back to the 50s. No, it could be Go Second is more used to it.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. So all those kind of factor matters. Just say.
What's up? Hello.
Yeah. Okay, but let's now look into the game. Okay, this game I have never seen it at all. So let's see. Okay.
Ooh, I remembered to remove the earlier board of both this time. This has never happened before.
Okay.
All right, so 2 hour main time and somewhere in New Zealand. Who wins? They just
Somewhere
gave
in
me,
New.
like,
Oh, okay. I got it. But
Yeah,
you
so
know,
both have
if you say like that, Auntie will be happy. Auntie will be happy. I guess if you say 2 hours main time and somewhere in South Africa, Ilya will be happy.
Right.
Yeah, the harder the circumstances it is, Ilya can bear it. Auntie will gonna have a difficulty.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so New Zealand, Auntie is all for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, nice to have you. What's up?
Okay. Liigmojo.
Yes. All for the common.
Yeah, it's a big moyo. The thing is, this big moyo has happened often, so not very surprising. Black block, okay. Black block is a little bit. I don't think that's a bad move. Not at all. It's a little bit inconsistent.
Yeah, just
inconsistent.
not going for the common good.
Yeah.
Like you should
For
think
the
about like
consistency, it's more
communism.
like-
So like
how to contain. Yeah, how to contain that zone, like for example, shoulder.
shoulder. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's if we want to be consistent, it should be like that. Like this, at least if for our white I can get the jump, I'm happy.
Yeah.
If our white.
What about N5 for black?
N5 possible? Yes, sure. Yeah, the N5.
I was thinking about the gamer. Yeah. General direction. Yeah. Yeah, when you play Moyo, you should think about it like as a communism, like as we have talked about before.
Not like this move is wrong. This one is fine, but then we are back to a normal game. Now we are already back to a normal game because black Moyo cannot possibly be too big.
Yeah.
Maybe black can still do this, and it's still a bit annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I were white, I will still feel it's a bit annoying because the reset is kind of big, and will I just let it all be territory like this? And then even if I get some outside stone, I need to face to that 3 stone, which is pretty strong. Maybe at this moment, black can still actually switch back. To me, that's not impossible.
Yeah.
But now is I don't want to say it's over, but the Moyo dream is over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quite quickly made a group there.
This approach, number one, I don't like it. For bottom is pretty thin. Number two, I don't like it. For is inconsistent once again. Yeah. With black idea, look like black will need to answer this. Or if that's hard. Yeah, I would say actually from the very start I don't like this move. Bottom is actually an area basically nobody want. When white jump here, white already have a future in the center, so white doesn't necessarily need a future at the bottom. When black not be there at the g5, black already have a future in the center. Black doesn't need a future at the bottom.
Yeah.
Or in other words, a group settles himself. Either he lives locally or he escapes. He already has a future. Then he doesn't need another future. So this one is kind of like building himself a second future, which is unnecessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, in real life, you say, I have a job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a second job so I can earn more.
Mm.
Can I do it? Sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
In Go, if you give one group more than one work, you're gonna take away the work from some other group. Consider the life on the Go board is very much like people's life in South Africa. You can't easily you can't take two work there. Then some people will gonna starve. Yeah, so this move I don't like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, since black did this already, well then this one look like black has to continue. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one, potentially bottom is seen, and that K2 is very annoying.
Tell that to Mateusz.
Huh? What?
Not taking many jobs. Like his style is
Okay.
taking multiple jobs all the time.
Yeah, Mateusz is basically like I take 10 at the same time I can do it, so what?
Yeah.
Okay, true.
Yeah.
I definitely don't recommend that. Yeah, talking about Mateusz, I know that he has done that so many times here in Europe. How many success he has outside of Europe? Really do this? Yeah, I expect
push
white
through.
attach.
Yeah, push through.
I expect white attach here, and then basically if we assume it's something like this, then this happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is something I expect to happen. So in other words, to separate its valuables, only by separation it shows black over move at the bottom, and then K2 is not just taking care of white group completely, it also hurts black. But this one, black is about to get a connection. Huh?
Nope. So white can just now change the original.
Yeah,
plan.
it gives white one opportunity to change direction. Black is basically saying white will not gonna do it.
Yeah, and probably he will not.
Probably Remy wouldn't. I think black bet it right. I think Remy wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, consider that he earlier played the kick, he was gonna keep taking it. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's a dangerous bet.
Obviously, if black play d6, white play e6. You still push through.
I thought white will pull. Yeah, white we're gonna push through, but this one is a very bad shape. I can't do it.
Yeah, that looks horrible. Compared to the d6. Yeah, sure, yeah. Oh, okay, so everyone agrees that this is the way, okay. Okay, yeah. Interesting.
This move.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm just thinking about it. I'm just saying this move, I wouldn't even think about it. But at the same time, I'm thinking about if this happens, if I were black, what I'm gonna do? Because it's very, logically, white would never do this. You kick, make black that shape that strong, and then you play on the top of it.
Yeah, logically, it's very weird.
Yeah.
It is the vital point of the large knight, sure. But you intentionally made the large knight. So,
actually, that's not the point. The point is, I'm reading the following variation. It's difficult for black to separate it. That's more like, so basically what black can do is more like just this, and the white will separate it.
Yeah.
Or probably white will actually even do this.
Mm.
Yeah, it is challenging for black to separate it. That's true. But okay, once again, if you tell me as white, here when black attach, here when black approach, and I just think, and my plan is this one, this one, this one. If any day I play like this, it has to be I'm sick. I guess it's fair to say if one day I play like this, I'm sick. I'm not normal. Just saying. Okay.
Logically may be weird, but it still see this sort of thing a lot on my level. Yeah, it can be like a thing, but yeah, logically it's just very weird.
Why did I do this? Wait, why did I do this? First, why did dare do this is surprising. And the second, should white even do anything around here? That's also a question. Yes.
True.
I would still, if I were white, I would still just take this one, and to emphasize, there black still owe me a push and cut at this area. Yeah. Yeah, if I were white, I would still do this. Regarding the red side, is red side big? I thought if red side
it's
is
just one
anything big.
thing.
Yeah. So so for one, I wouldn't say it's worth it. And for two, can white do it? Black will gonna cut it for sure. I don't see any reason why the black doesn't cut. So I disagree with white on this one, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so of course black cut. And white face to it.
Yeah. Oh. Now this got interesting.
So basically white just did the invasion on the red side, right? White basically just did the invasion on the red side. And his right side group is weak. His bottom group is weak at the same time. So I wouldn't do this.
Yeah.
Like this one, huh? Okay. This.
It could have been never wrong.
Okay. Telegraph, am I right that here on the right side you are between Nobi and Honey? I'm guessing. I'm not sure. Is that your dilemma on the right side between those two moves? You're not sure? Because normally here we should play on the right.
Yeah.
I can understand if
yeah, but mostly Nobi. Okay.
Yeah, mostly Nobi, I guess so. But yeah, this is actually my major worry because white bottom, consider there's only one single stone at L3. White bottom is not weak. If I were white, when black play here, my reaction is Honey.
Yeah.
Because if I get that much on the red side, as long as my bottom doesn't die, fine. So this is something I would strongly worry about, and that is why I dare not play this jump.
Yeah, if M7 is supposed to be threatening bottom, it's very soft.
But yeah, the thing is the opponent is Remy.
So he will probably answer.
Yeah, so I bet Remy played here. Huh? Remy didn't play here either. Where did he go?
Well, similar.
No, not similar. What?
I mean, he still answered to the bottom.
Yeah, the intention is similar, but I have to say Remy has changed. I remember the Remy back to last October in the European Pro qualification. This Remy has changed. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, many of his choice I don't recognize him. The European Pro qualification Remy will not gonna play R7. No way. And this attachment is also not very. It's not like him either. Yeah, he has changed. I wonder what happened. Okay, let me think. Why he doesn't choose this one? Is that because he worried about this? Shouldn't be. This is terrible. I mean, I need to find an explanation because if this move can be done, he will obviously choose this one over the attachment.
Right.
Yeah, so he didn't choose this move for a reason. I'm wondering what it is.
Yeah.
I don't find a reason yet. It needs to be one of the Nobi. One of those two. But still, why? I don't get it.
So he's planning to like get some strength outside and jump away or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Anonymous gifter kirjoitti Telegraph-ko. Oh, interesting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, now you can be without ads.
Sorry,
Nice.
someone give me an idea. Let me see here. Afraid of what? K3? And this one.
Thank you, Anonymous.
Why worry about this one?
I have no
This
idea.
this is terrible shape. Yeah, normally we just look at the shape, we shouldn't worry.
Hmm.
Yeah, normally we just really look at black shape is like this, and white is actually getting the territory. White shouldn't worry about.
So maybe he just wants to like threaten the 3 stones, keep thinking like they are weaker than they are.
You mean the bottom 3 or the center 3?
Center 3, because like this looks like that he's gathering power to the outside and like then.
Well, center 3 is not weak at all.
Yeah, I know, but like looks like that what he's
Yeah, here
doing.
give the honey wouldn't be my preference.
Yeah.
And then
Because this way he will lose the bottom eye shape. But yeah, he's doing something
but
like
this simple out.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a
Black
choice.
Cat this one.
Oh yeah.
To me, this one is very big.
Bruno, thanks for 1 year. Nice. Thank you.
Thanks.
Prime Gaming. Any more primers in chat?
Decent is definitely very big.
You can subscribe for free.
Okay, look like Miko got Remy here because White is doing that.
Yeah, he's threatening the 3 stones.
You got him.
Oh yeah.
Wait, we have Elforo, thanks for subscribing. We have a first ever hype train on this channel. Nice. Even more. Do you have Prime Gaming? If you have Amazon Prime or something like that, you can use that to subscribe for free. Yeah, that is literally the first time we ever had hype train on this channel. You can subscribe to get rid of the ads because they are rolling annoyingly every 30 minutes. Ouija, thanks for 100 bits. Thank you. Was about to say that before it even appeared. yeah, that's the first one. Thank you. Yeah, he's really doing it, but that's weird. He's giving everything else away to threaten the 3 stones.
It's pretty expensive, and also I'm not sure if White can make it done here because White shape is very thin.
Scam train level 2. Can we hit the level 5? Or whatever you are supposed to say in these situations.
What's cut?
I mean, some of the emotes are quite nice, but it's mostly like garbage, in my opinion. I never use them. Like, there are so many of them also. I guess like this one I have used maybe once. Well, this is the second time now.
Okay, give me a sec. Cross card looks weird.
Guess there was some parrot, but I don't find it now. Yeah. So why concentrate on these stones? Like he gave the like so many things away.
Fanshaft, let me explain here. What white is doing is basically white want to force black to actually go back to 06. So that is similar to black connecting dummy. Well, white we're gonna take care of both groups. That's what white is doing.
Yeah.
Objectively,
Yeah.
if black doesn't comply,
Yeah,
if black
then
doesn't comply, I'm
white
saying.
gain.
Not necessarily because KMA, and this kind of
Yeah.
shape, they are
Yeah,
none of them is connected.
Yeah, that's yeah.
So if black just answer to me is not too bad to black at all.
Interesting.
Yeah, so yeah, that and also consider everything black has gained on the red side. Actually, yeah, black just answer to me, black is very fine. Good, and our question might be, can black do better than this? Yeah, this is actually the question here. And but you know, just to answer Fanshaft's question, this is actually what white is doing, but I don't think this is anything good. And that is, yeah, this is not very Remy. Remy is doing things very ambitious. Normally, it's when Remy is playing in European Go, Remy is doing things calm, reasonable, not ask for anything extra. And here, he's very ambitious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah. I'm not saying it is anything good or bad. I'm just saying it's different. It's a different Remy, as I know.
Didn't mean that black will connect right away, but just having the option changes a lot. Yeah, it does. Yeah. So it is a little bit weird action by white, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I know that you didn't mean black we're gonna connect right away. I'm suggesting black connect right away, actually.
Yeah,
Because
black
to me,
could-
that's a good option.
yeah.
I'm
Right,
trying to, to me here, black probably doesn't want it, but why black doesn't want it? To me, black want it is pretty good. Just look at white shape here.
Yeah. But probably he's not doing it because it feels like white wants black to do it.
Yeah.
But white
But
is,
the thing is,
white
why
is
does
wanting
one black do
yeah,
that?
white is wanting wrong things. Like, why do you want that?
Yeah, normally, yeah, this is one thing in North American Go. I have noticed that that's very different from Europe. The opponent wants something, then I'm gonna say no to that, or I try my best to say no to that. That's a phenomenon I've noticed in so many games in Go in North America, and in Europe, people may say yes. People may say yes. I'm not saying people will say yes. People may say yes. Yeah. So here, actually, in the game, Telegraph plays attachment was actually something I have expected because I know Telegraph is gonna say no, even though why? I don't think we should. Yeah. But so here, this cross cut surprised me because white get a good shape on both sides here, like this. So actually, white earlier that double Kma shape is getting stronger, and on the red side that shape is also actually getting better. So I don't like black this plan. I'm wondering, yeah, earlier I was reading, how about we do the barbaric way? Yeah, this is actually something I'm thinking about it because if white answer this one, we just do very barbaric way. Can we do this? And will white say, for the sake of shape, I let the red side group go? I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for the hype train.
I mean,
finished.
I know, for sure. I didn't want to suggest this one if there's any other option, but I follow black logic to attach here. After white honey, that's the only way I can see black going forward. I can't see any other way. You read this and black really lose by 1. So you're saying white connect and black cut and white does this.
So you both rate this losses by 1? At least you think so?
Doesn't feel like that. I can honestly say it doesn't feel
Like,
like that.
yeah,
if
black
black
shape
connect.
is
It
kinda
doesn't
awkward.
feel like that. No black moves. Just if both sides play simple, black wins, right? But he's talking about the second line that way to get one more liberty.
Yeah, you can get there. Like, on there.
I still get black win by one. So let's see here.
Let's
So
just,
yeah,
yeah,
this one,
let's just see.
black wins, right?
So white can. Wait. Because you can. Yeah.
That's two stones there.
True.
So okay, then the question might be, let's do something tricky. No, you can't do anything tricky. There's no more liberty.
Yeah, you don't have anything.
Okay, well, I don't see a possibility that lose because the best white can do on the side is honey and get one more liberty. So I don't get it.
So black should win this, right?
Yeah, to me, black will gonna win this.
Black has the yellow.
I don't see I don't see how
black
black can lose. Yeah, I'm trying to think about how black may lose this one, but no. Okay.
I assume black will need to connect the bamboo one liberty less efficient.
Okay.
Mm.
But
Yeah,
you
so,
know,
yeah.
actually here I share Fan Sharp's feeling here. If you ask me, okay, Jeff, you can do this and then you can kill white, do it. My first question will be, do I have any alternative? And then I will, my alternative will be, I deny this way completely. Then I convince myself, can I accept this one? And the shape, actually, this is my top choice. Yeah, this is my top choice because the other shape looks pretty bad.
That section is starting to look like gibberish to you. Maybe you're sleepy. Why? You should have mentioned these names in Chinese. Now
okay. Now I remember. So here, I think they are talking about why black cannot even get one more liberty. Yeah, so here probably this is something we can do smarter, so something like this.
Yeah, that way. Yeah. That's the basic strategy.
Yeah. So yeah, he cannot even get one more liberty here. Oh, I mean, not like this, rather this one, huh?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Sorry, more like this. Yeah, more like this. True, very true. So yeah, then black absolutely has no chance to lose. Yeah, my way is very lazy. I just play this through. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I just don't see how black can lose. Yeah, it doesn't look like. Yeah, but after you will put a shape like this, it doesn't look like black can lose. Yeah. All right, but yeah, so this way is pretty cruel. So yeah, maybe this way to me it can work, but my personal preference is this one. So we just compliant because compliant is pretty good. Yeah. So in the game, this one actually give white some good shape. Sorry, white Atari is a good shape and white Nobi is good shape. Of course, there's still some shape problem as there's still that K6. So actually, white this last move, talking about a good shape, actually is slightly questionable. But yeah, I don't like this black last few moves because it fixed the white shape quite a bit.
Your compliance will be rewarded. Yes.
Yeah, so it has to go this way. So black still just go back. Question is then outside there's those kind of exchange. I still think it's good to black, even like this.
Mm, mm.
Yeah, white is still very busy, right? So you can see earlier white, that plan is a bad plan itself.
Yeah, yeah.
Too ambitious. White is trying to, I will destroy the right side. I will take care of the bottom. I will make them connected in a very efficient way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too ambitious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So R7, let's say R7 is already not a good plan. White keeps moving forward, yeah, on the same path. This is very dangerous. So he's betting at R12. I see. He's betting at R12. Yeah, just play the shape. No, I am 100% against this white around here.
Yeah. White is so busy here. Ouch. Okay. Yeah, but like it's just gathering like
Wait,
points
okay,
while
this
doing it.
KMA, yeah, this KMA is a lot of points and I shape. This connection is the points and I shape smaller. However, potentially, when black run out here, black bottom group can be cut off. So I'd rather take this one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather just answer here because it has something to do with the bottom group. Yeah, we already know that
yeah.
A is the potential breaking point.
Sure.
Yeah, so K must surprise me a bit. So what, we're definitely gonna take the stone, yes.
So then you have to react here somehow to fix that problem, or you don't have time for that.
Can we call peace here?
Yeah. So
okay, I will do something embarrassing.
just fix, yeah.
Just to fix it.
Yeah.
And then black leave, white leave, but black earned all side, and white red side group is not completely alive yet. Game continue. I still prefer black.
Yeah.
Yeah, because after this cut at L2, that E8 is very scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, that E8 is very scary. I don't want to face to that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Funshop actually has mentioned here. Black seems to be happy with some profit at Sunday. Yes, that's exactly what I'm trying to show here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but this one, there's one specific question that is that apparent honey. Don't tell me this is something. So this is something?
Oh.
Yeah, I need to be able to answer this specific question. Otherwise, the whole plan doesn't.
But then, wait, no. Well,
this can be a problem. So need to do things even more embarrassing, so we cannot tiger here. Yeah, so in the game, black plays this one is actually fixing that thing.
Yeah, but then white can do that one instead.
And yeah, so how can we, okay, regardless how embarrassing it is, how can we do anything to fix both? And we don't even care about embarrassment now. We are just trying to save both, can we? Well, this L2 black shouldn't have missed it. This makes things very difficult. Otherwise, with L2 black can locally live itself.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a big difference then. Yeah, I guess there's no way, like no easy way to do that
No,
because,
yeah, I
because you
don't
have
know,
the
I don't
cool,
find that.
you have two problems there.
Mm. Yeah, after this card, it's more like black itself is in trouble, not like black is attacking white. If black has connected L2, bottom black can leave, then white is the one that is in trouble. So to me here, this L2 is actually a crucial one.
So you do need to care to prevent. Yeah, that is kind of understandable in this kind of situation where you think like, well, I can just do anything because like you have such a tight position, but you forget yourself, kind of.
In this moment, I overwhelmingly prefer black.
Yeah.
But just right after this one, I feel black is in difficulty.
Yeah.
Yeah, because just simply because it refers to black on eye shape.
Yeah. Have
I
to
don't have a
remember your
good
own
solution.
groups too.
Yeah. So if black, yeah, let's look at if black has connected here, then black basically can anytime actually just make twice at the bottom. Yes.
Yeah.
Black can anytime just make twice at the bottom. Then pushing at A is a small thing. It's still a thing, but it's a small thing. So
Yeah.
put that A, as long as we just extend at D5, we can even descend to answer. Yeah. So
yeah.
black on both sides will be connected. Then in general, white is the one who has problem, not black. So
Yeah.
this detail matters. I don't know how to solve it. So yeah, I will just continue and see.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
And so in the game, black chose to be offensive. Well, care about that F6 cutting point, but then we have to face to this.
Yeah.
Annoying. I don't know what to do. Well, it's still complicated, of course. I guess black can. Yeah, black can still manage. Black can still manage. It's in a harder way. This way. I actually thought that still Atari is necessary and just Nobby.
Yeah.
And this one, let me check one moment. This one is okay. Oh, it's still challenging now. Okay, so he will answer this.
Then you know B and
Well, then just Nobby, yeah, because black is all connected and I don't want to face to this, but just this, and then let's see what goes, what happens next. I don't want to face to this. Yeah, this is more like gambling. Yeah, black was in a dominating position while we gamble. Yeah, unnecessary. But it can still be possible. It's just to me earlier, I overwhelmingly prefer black. Now it's unclear. Just that one simple extend at the bottom.
Yeah.
So this one, that many cutting point, can you do it? Ah, okay. Remy did this.
So Remy was thinking more of his own group.
Yeah. So let me check. So if this one happens, to Atari is too late now, so black needs to push. This one, oh, this is scary. I don't want to face to this. What to do here? Chat, can you tell me what if you were black, what are you gonna do here? I don't want to face to this. Probably connect, push forward, honey, connect. Something like what to do here? This one? Can black survive?
Play H1, is that alive?
It is. It's an expensive one. Because the number one thing, when white push, black can only do something like this to live.
Sure.
That basically means white is alive. But the more important thing is this.
Yeah, so
I don't want to do this.
So you will lose the 2 stones.
Yeah.
Sad.
But black has to connect. Because the other picture is what I can't even show the other picture.
Oh,
I
hello
mean-
Dan. How are you?
Yeah, the other picture is like this, then it's even worse to black. So yeah, we can't accept that one. So basically it has to be this. Okay, Telegraph, you understand why I dislike the honey. You leave that cutting point. It is the bad for in case if it end up as basically a peace ending situation at bottom. Yeah. Yes, D5 should have done much earlier. Because here we are in a fighting situation. We shouldn't care too much about the corner territory. I know you don't want do that. You are reserving, trying to reserve in case you can get B6, you have the climb or you have the peep. But we are in a fighting situation. We need that artillery. Yeah.
Need to use your resources.
Yeah, that is why here I'm saying, yeah, if I do this, what I'm gonna do? Okay, it is very scary. Yeah, but yeah, Remy is Remy. The moment when this happens, to me, Black get it.
Yeah.
Black is playing a very scary way, but yeah, he get it. Yeah. What? Wait. I agree with the direction in general, but can we make
Yeah, do
things
that
done
one first.
Yeah, make things done first. Because after we make things done, they are well do this and let you Atari?
True.
Or actually White is saying he can just live in a super embarrassing way, huh?
Huh? So if M1...
Just block.
Ah.
He does have that eye. It's true.
Oh, true. Yeah.
But okay, I still want to ask this question. This happens. Black approach. Black isn't it the case? Black is pretty good here.
Yeah.
White has two living group and two corner.
Yeah.
I definitely prefer this black.
Yeah.
But okay, my point is, I don't think black should fight with leaving that cutting point. That cutting point is too dangerous. Yeah. All right, but okay, let's see this. As I know about Remy, this strategy actually might be fine because Remy will answer.
Yeah. Yeah. He will think about his own group. Yeah.
Yeah. I would worry about white Tanuki and a cut and then gamble. Okay, but yeah, it could be fine. Everything is fine, but that cutting point. Everything is fine, but that cutting point. That cutting point, how much does the value we're gonna decide again?
Yeah. Finally, when White doesn't have anything to worry, he will start to think about those.
Okay. I don't know about Telegraph, but you are capable to play like this and move on. I can't. This is basically like you sleep with a wolf right next to you. Yeah, I will have difficulty to do like this. All right, but yeah, he's basically saying this move is indirectly helping for the cut. Very risky strategy, but yeah, that's how he spoke.
White lived, black can live in.
Yeah, I know that's the way he spoke.
Okay, yeah.
But the meaning of that cutting point is not about he can kill you. The meaning of that cutting point can easily mean left side you don't have anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can't leave the cutting point like that.
Americans are used to sleep with loaded gun.
Yeah.
This way. But this is just...
That's also pretty annoying. Because black didn't make that d5.
Oh, true, yeah.
Yeah, this is also pretty annoying.
The cutting works still. Yeah, not everything is fixed, but the price is high. Yeah, all right. Yeah, everything is fixed, but the price is high. Yep.
Okay.
The new TV series price is high.
Is this good? Yeah, I prefer just answer shape.
Mm.
I prefer to just answer shape because in the game way, white will be completely alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this, white still need to worry about black go wild, that peep.
Yeah.
What about this way?
Just make shape forehead.
Yeah, okay, yeah, actually makes sense because black shape is pretty bad. I don't like black hunt and lobby.
Everything is fixed, but the price is high.
Yeah, okay, I just realized why this sentence is quoted. Sounds like some American economy or what?
Or some TV series, because there's the price is, what is it again?
Netflix. Yeah. So yeah, Miko, you're right. Netflix.
Contacting Netflix as we speak. Yeah, price is right. Yeah. Right.
Okay. There's a TV series called The Price is Right.
Yeah, the thing, that kind of like a like game show that you like have to guess what price is the items that they show. Yeah, it's very very old American TV show series. It hasn't been in Finland, I guess,
Okay.
or at least I don't
guess-
remember.
Yeah, I'm distant away from those kind of entertainment. Because how is it possible 500 years I've never heard about it.
No, not that far, not that long, but yeah, long,
Okay.
like
Yeah,
maybe
long.
like 70s or something.
Yeah, I should definitely have heard about it, but no, I didn't.
The price is right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, what black will do here? This shape is very annoying. Just a color and decent.
56.
Probably.
Wow, that's old.
Mm.
Yeah, you're not missing much. Yeah.
Aha. Okay. Got it.
Yeah, I haven't seen like other than some like clips, because I don't think that has shown in Finland. So
Yeah, hot and decent. Okay.
Yeah.
Bluffing? I don't see anything. Bluffing.
Yeah. Yeah, where is this streamed? Paduk Club, they rated us just
Yeah.
just this stream.
White is paying price to make sure his group is alive. I finally get it.
Okay. Yeah.
He even worry about that uncertain possibility like now. Yeah, I was just wondering why he actually intentionally gave that S15 there. Because to me here, when it goes to this, but yeah, white is already pretty happy for white get this one. White get a decent incident. Yeah, white is already pretty happy. And then he keep doing it. I don't get it. I thought it's bluffing. But okay, so it's proven to be his reading to just make sure.
Right.
Really?
But isn't there also a possible eye on S7? So like
Yeah, that's what he's trying to make sure. So he's saying even if you take away that uncertain eye, I'm still alive.
But even before hold this, like if black would play N13 without all this, can you just leave?
I'm sorry, one moment. I'm not that fast. Black play uncertain. No, I mean, so basically, let's go back to this picture.
Yeah. So if
You
there
still
would
have
be a
half eye,
situation
huh?
that you can, yeah,
Yeah, you
so
still
there's
have
still,
half eye.
yeah, so still like T7. So
Now what he's doing? That I don't know.
Yeah,
That I
yeah.
can't explain it.
yeah, I don't know.
Can't explain it. Mhm. It's weird.
Mm,
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm just saying black. This answer is weird.
mm.
But I have harm gonna answer. It should be
Just bad reading.
either. Just bad reading. Yeah, to me, yeah, this is just weird. Yeah. Okay, okay, I got it. Yeah, to me, it's either this one or this one.
Mm.
Okay. Annoying. Yeah, so black might need to actually spend more moves on the right in the future. But again, no matter how annoying it is, black cannot care about it. Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Hide it like this. Actually, it's
Looks-
similar to the earlier situation, but so red side is still black territory,
Yeah.
smaller. White got this one, black got this one.
Mm.
So basically nothing is changed. The only thing has changed is white gets those. And
Yeah.
in exchange for black finally fix this one plus endgame. That's the only thing that has changed.
Yeah, and black got like 2 stones, like K12 and L12.
Ah.
if you think those are or something.
Yeah, but probably yeah, no, it's closer. But I think black is still on the upper hand. Not by much. Yeah, my impression is black is still a bit better. Consider earlier black was overwhelmingly better.
Mm.
Yeah, that's very annoying when we have to face to it.
Yeah, white top side is so open that like I don't think.
Yes, T16 T16 is not a small mistake.
Yeah, that is a really costly one.
But still, I say black cannot care about it because black wouldn't die. Huh? Can black die? Wait, black can die, huh? Black can die. Okay, so black must answer. Black can die.
This is Sente. Wow, okay. It was even more.
Very annoying. Oh, black can die. Well, T16 is very costly.
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
Why we have to face to this? Annoying.
Oh, what a reading mistake.
No, wait. Okay, I want to try again. If I Tanuki, you'll do that. Cut.
First round, blame that. Yeah. Good to have something to blame, huh?
I will Tanuki actually. I will Tanuki. Say what Tanuki? This one. Connect here. Throw in. I have to do this. I don't want to do this, but I have to do this. And kill. Or if this one happens, we just accept the Seki. Yeah, we just accept the Seki. To me, it's possible. Or if this one and then we take liberty. Possible, right? And if we throw in, we are fine with this because we are always fine with Seki as long as we get the Tanuki value. What at T9? I don't think so.
Like now? Or
No, that's snapback. Oh,
after
true.
T8?
So he can do this. He's right. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, well, yeah, he can do this. Cool.
Yeah, of course.
Annoying. So we have to answer. Very annoying. Very annoying. Okay, T16 can cost the game, actually.
So silly.
T16 can cost the game.
Yeah, don't do this at home.
Okay. Why do you want this much? But why do you feel bad? That's good sign.
Search.
Black need to find the exact spot on the top.
Hit neighbor
Oh,
sound.
this is risky. This move decides the game.
Black will easily lose if I play. Yeah. Could also
Yeah,
if
this
I
move
play
decides the game.
against Sixton.
This move decides the game.
So how deep we go.
Yeah, Black should never put himself into this kind of position. You know, this move need to be accurate. Why? Why put ourselves into this kind of position? You don't need to worry. It can easily be, here I'm talking. And so it's a relaxed circumstances. Even like this, I'm not sure if I can do it right. So in a real game, I bet I will do it wrong too. So you don't need to worry. I'm not sure if like this I can do it right. Yeah, this move.
So many options. Which one is the right one?
Only
Is
two
there
options. Only two options.
only two?
The
What are
risk, the risky one or not the risky one. So actually, I need to count. Actually, I need to count.
Right.
I don't want to count. Okay, you did it right. Yeah, that's the non-risky one.
Still was a little down after.
Yeah, this way is safe, it's connected. I was wondering my risky one is directly to this.
Yeah, I was thinking about this too,
Yeah.
but like after G14, I wasn't sure.
You do it. That's why this is a risky one.
Yeah.
You do it, and then basically, for example, white answer here, you do something like this and this. And he probably connect here, you jump. Yeah, this is very risky. I don't know.
But this looks.
Yeah, this is
fine.
this is definitely a risky one. So here, actually, how am I gonna make the decision? I have to count here. Yeah, I know that this one is safe. It's fine. Yeah, but that also means white we want to connect on the top side. So do we have enough?
Play go is risky, better just watch.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. When you enter the game, you have 50% chance to win, which means 50% chance you're gonna lose. So definitely it is risky. But this moment is
50%, huh?
yeah.
So if I play
Regardless of
anyone,
opponent.
regardless of the opponent.
Regardless the opponent, when before the game starts, you have 50% chance to win. Yeah. You have to think it that way. Otherwise, you face to someone you have lost already. That's the mindset we need to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Telegraph, you understand why I'm considering this one, but yeah, if I want to do this, I have to count.
Yeah. But yeah, if the other option is not enough, then you have to do this, right?
Yeah, I didn't count because I don't want to count. Yeah.
Right. But yeah, in the game, this happened and it wasn't enough, so.
Down by a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't like the fight. Okay, let's look at it here. So basically, if you cut, white either do this one or do this one. That's my assumption.
Maybe it should be more like it didn't like the territory. Like the territory plans.
The territory balance. Actually, white might play this one is better. Because no, black only. Black doesn't only have to. Black might do this. Black might do this, and their white do this one. Let me push down and have the race like this. I mean, it's possible, but I don't know. Black shouldn't lose this one, right? Because now we can actually also turn the fire on the center.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is still very complicated if this happens. Nobody knows. Yeah, of course you're Kosumi, because you're Kosumi there, you have the next move you directly push and cut.
Yeah.
So
the Telegraph didn't see that.
actually, yeah, I'm not 100% sure. You directly push and cut. Is this a possibility?
Oh.
I didn't see this one earlier. I must admit.
Well, you can kind of get out, but
I don't.
I mean, yeah, this much.
Saying like this is finished. Okay, I thought push and cut is possible, but so push and cut is not possible. Then this is still challenging. But still, yeah, here if we Nobi, white will need to fix. Now white need to fix. This is super complicated.
Nobody knows.
Earlier said that move is decisive. Now this move is decisive. Okay. Yeah, there's too much reading required.
Yeah.
There's way too much reading required. Yeah, but just saying so here, to me, directly cut is a possibility. Actually, even if white just simply connect, black next move is still challenging, but I think black will not just gonna easily do this. Black probably can, then black can do better.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the game it's simple. In the game it's simple to both. Yeah, so basically it's all connected and then just end the game. Yeah, no, it's just end the game. So what is the margin in the end? May I ask? I have to ask this question. What is the margin in the end? Because yeah, the end game, this game, the end game is not that difficult. Yeah, the shape is all correct. So the end game is. Oh, you resign. I'm asking this question simply because I'm wondering, in that case, actually T16 decides the game. Yeah. Because
of 4 points or something, according to Remy.
4 points. T16 take 90% of the responsibility. Even it's the 4 points.
Yeah.
That's pretty big. That's pretty. Sorry about that. Yeah, T16. This this kind of move can decide the game.
Yeah, that's sad. T16 was like 10 points.
T16 easily decides the game.
Yeah. Wow.
Actually, as retrospects, after T16, we probably play here is better. Yeah, but still is worse. Still is worse because that dummy versus I-70 is not worth it. But yeah, this is definitely better. With this, then his capture is not sent at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is very sad. Yeah, T16 and those two moves decide the game is very sad. Especially, okay, I still want to go back to this moment. Who will gonna predict the black loose starting from this position?
Yeah. Looks too good.
Yeah, white overplayed heavily earlier.
Yeah.
Or maybe overplay is one way to describe it. Another way to describe it is more like, white played like an artist, so he's just drawing pictures without looking into specific. Yeah. I still think this moment we just answer here is the easiest. Just look at the shape here. Basically, white is basically waiting for black to punch next. Yeah.
Yeah, this happens. Yeah, this kind of lead and losing from this position.
Yeah, it's very true. It's very true. It's just this moment is too good. I'm just saying I'm just saying that when you have been in a good dream and when you wake up, the reality is too cruel to accept.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, because I still remember this moment. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I think the first turning moment is definitely this moment.
Yeah, all viewers should do your Tsumeko so you don't play like Telegraphico. Yeah.
I'm not sure if it is Sumego. It's rather care about every single detail. It's just like, okay, let me tell you about my secret. I will tell you about my secret here. How I practice to care about detail. I probably have mentioned one thing here. Okay, I will tell about another one then. When you have your food, the cook is done. And then you have the bowl and you eat, you gradually eat, you finish your food, not over. When you say, I finish, any left over, remember, every single piece of rice shouldn't be missed.
That's a point. I still remember China. We're going after those, the tiniest pieces of meat.
And Miko, back to the time when we were in China, we say that's point.
Yeah.
Nowadays, we actually understand point is just one kind of detail we have to carry.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And there's something more vital, like, do I owe a cutting point there? Can I get half an eye there? Those are something more vital, because you say, I get one more point, or I get $1 of euro. It does matter? It does matter. But often in a game, it matters more on, I just get this half eye, I'm alive. I miss that, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's far more crucial.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this detail is definitely crucial. And I know that this detail is crucial. I actually know this one can be crucial, but I don't want to think about it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but eventually this one is crucial as well.
Compilation of all Jeff's analogies. I've done something on YouTube already, but I'm thinking about like I have so many ideas, but so little time and energy to do them. So, like in some point, I would do longer like compilations of like, for example, crazy situations that we have met during the games, or these kind of like analogies. Yeah, it's kind of like all in my free time thing. So like, I mean, of course they are nice to watch and stuff like that, but like, yeah, it takes my free time. I don't get anything from it. So like, it's just for my own kind of like enjoyment. And of course, if someone else is getting something from it, it's just a plus. But mainly, it's like for me myself. But I like to edit, so that's that's for me. But like your comments and your appreciation on the compilations also of course gives me energy to do them. But yeah, it's mainly my free time activity. So hire someone to watch all of your watch. Yeah. As if like it would be nice to have like such a channel that has like so much money that we could hire someone to do that. Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This game plug is very unfortunate.
Yeah. So
very unfortunate.
so unfortunate.
But in retrospect, the last game Remy was very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just did what he should do. Yeah, he has the chance to fight, but that ladder, there's nothing he can do.
Yeah. Thanks, Fanshaw.
But okay, I guess that's pretty much everything we should talk about this game then.
Yeah.
So also the tournament is over. I guess people living in North America should be happy because you have 2 young pro. Actually, I'm happy for going in North America. Yeah, for you have 2 young pro. In Europe, who is our youngest pro? Our youngest pro is definitely over 25. I have some students who are below 15, but probably the best is like 3 dan only. Yeah, so thinking about the top competition, North America's future is brighter than us.
Yeah. In a decade, you just tell AI to do that for you, and you make snippets. Yeah, I've been thinking about this. Like, now recently there has been this image thing that you can just. I guess I posted something to Discord. You can just tell something to AI, and it will give you a picture. Of like anything. I can link this to Jeff also later if you want to play with it. It's very nice. So like I've been thinking like in the future we will have also like this about movies or games that we just tell AI that like give me a game where like which is this kind of thing, or give me a movie that is about like I don't know birds and guns, and AI will do it for us. So like that will be very interesting, like what will be the entertainment and copyrights and everything like that. So yeah, this topic is for later to talk about since it's already late, but yeah, very interesting future we have.
Yeah I feel it.
Yeah.
Okay, Miko, I guess it's your turn to tell our viewers what may happen in the following period of time.
Yeah, so I will go to my parents next week. I will be there most of July, so most likely there will be no streams in July. We still have to think about the like we were talking about like Antti will probably be in Finland for a while. In like was it after Jeff?
Right?
Like Antti will be after Congress or something in Finland, or
yeah, but he will only stay for a few days in Oulu and
then go.
Also,
yeah,
and also when he will be back to Finland, I'm still there in the Congress, and when I return, he's leaving.
Yeah, true. So that's impossible. So yeah, most likely there will be no streams in July, but like I guess August will. No, like streams will most likely start from August 5 then.
Yeah.
Because I'm back to work by then, so.
Yeah, I will be back at August 7th, so I should be available starting from the week of August 8th.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is the possibility, just the same. But I don't think that we can do that with Antti. When we do that with Antti, it has to be when Antti will be back to Japan.
Yeah. So yeah, if you enjoyed the content, make sure to follow so you will not lose this channel. We are here every Friday there's a lot of still viewers from the Baruch. What was it? I forgot the channel's name. Baruch Club. Baruch Club. Yes. So thank you for everyone staying from Baruch Club channel, and thanks for Baruch Club to raid again. And we have a new follower. Thanks following Spacify and Fanshawe. We have also Discord if you don't. If you want to know like when we stream and stuff like that. So yeah, that's a place where we put mainly our social media content outside of Twitch. So yeah, and we have YouTube where we have the compilations and previous streams, and of course we have NGD. Do we have anything about that?
Nothing special. It's ongoing, but nothing special. And yeah, about NGD, I guess during European Go Congress, both me and Antti will be in Romania. So about that period of time, also yeah, me and Antti will be there. The NGD teachers will all be there, every single one, and playing in European Championship.
Yeah.
Yeah, so during those 2 weeks, I don't think anybody can do much. Yeah, probably especially the first week, because European Championship is the first week. Second week, some NGD teachers will gonna return because they don't play in the second week. Yeah, they just play in European Championship. But the first week, also the few days before and after, so because of traveling, so it will be like 10 days. Not much can happen. I don't know about Antti's plan on it yet, but I just suppose at least during those 10 days there will be some sort of yeah, I wouldn't say a break, because people can still play and you can still upload the game for teachers to review, but the review can only happen after European Championship is over. Yeah. But yeah, I just suppose, because Antti didn't mention anything specific, so probably it will be continued as usual.
Yeah. So check out the Nordic Coders website, and also follow the channel because on Twitch, because there will be like not this month, but usually there will be like every other Saturday a lecture. So that's on Nordic Coders Twitch channel.
I see.
And this just says, sent everyone an email starting everyone gets their membership prolonged for a fortnight because of the break of the Congress. Yeah, that's nice. Because of the break, if you have already subscribed, you can like get kind of like a 2 weeks extra.
Cool. Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Yeah. So yeah, you can subscribe anytime and play like as many games that you want and stuff like that. And yeah, good content. So yeah, that's about it. I started my vacation, so I am now free man. go to another shower today. I was just in the shower before this stream, and I'm already sweating because it's like 28 inside. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy my vacation and enjoy yours if you have, or enjoy the very hot July as it will probably be, and enjoy Congress if you are going there, and we will see in August. And let's see if you have anyone to raid for, put you forward somewhere, because you have such a big cast.
Like two real choices. Maybe just just two real. Actually, probably just one. We have to go for Anton. Because okay. The other one is German.
All right, yeah, German, and then yeah. Okay, yeah, let's go there. Raid Anton Toby. It's 4 degrees. Wow. Yeah, I would like to have that one rather than 28.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go raid and see you guys in August. Bye bye.
Right. Yeah, see you.